Lucas is back. Oh, you just like slid out of your jacket like a fucking gross worm. Oh, stop that.
That look really creepy.
Why?
You're just pooed
This is why
out.
we shouldn't do video podcasts.
Look at this. I'm the fucking only gamer here.
What do you mean? Just because you got a faded gaming shirt?
It's not a
You're
fake.
the only gay here.
I'm the only gay on the table.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Trusty Crowbar podcast, sponsored by Duck.
Duck or Doug?
Duck.
Doug.
Duck. 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 Oh, Duck Duggers, and the Dastardly Dugness.
Doug?
I'm actually, Trusty Crowbar podcast.
You are Trusty Crowbar podcast.
This is fuck it. I'm Lucas Winningslow.
I'm Reese Whittingslow.
And I'm Douglas Bright.
And this
From
is
the Douglas Dodgers. Doug.
So you got an easy name to just say.
It's not his fucking real name anyway.
He's the only
Of course
one.
it's easy.
He's the only one with a what's the word? A shield.
Facade?
No, not a
Facade?
A facade. A visage. No,
I know what word you're trying to
you
think
know what
of.
I'm trying to say.
The fake name.
Yeah. And not anonymous. You're not anonymous. I'm anonymous.
Oh, now you're going to jail. What's the word, Doug? You're
I
smart.
don't know.
Doug, you know what I'm trying to say.
You look like
I know what
fancy.
you're trying to
Yeah.
say.
You're an
but
alternate name. Fucking hell. This is seriously, this is a gamer thing. This is a word we use all
Gamer
the
tag.
time. Yeah. And Doug's gamer tag is Duck. No, that doesn't make any sense.
It is. That is my gamer tag often.
Prosciutto.
Prosciutto? Prosciutto. Doug, you're
Shredded ham.
You're
You are Douglas the Shredded Ham.
That is a good. I like that.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's
All
your
right.
superhero name from now on.
Douglas the
Shredded-
Shredded Ham.
No, not-
Reese, you would be Reese the Pickle.
Pickle.
Yeah. It
A
works.
sweet pickle.
Yeah. Pickle in oil.
Pickle's lumpy.
Pickle in oil. Remember Dad used to call them dragons dongs or something like this? Dragon tongues.
No.
Dragon dogs. That's what it
Was
is.
it Dinosaur Willies or
So
something?
there was dino balls, which
Yeah.
was the onions.
Yeah.
Yeah. And dino tongues until maybe when we got older.
You would have taken
And
it.
he was like, these are really dinosaur dicks.
I actually thought they were real dinosaurs.
That's why you kept munging on them so much.
I didn't eat them.
Munging on dino dicks.
I didn't eat. I didn't like them at all.
That explains your obsession with dogs.
Pickle boy.
Pickle boy, I am. And what are you? Fucking fat potato.
KFC.
No.
A drumstick.
I'm the Lucas the drumstick.
Yeah,
That's
no,
my
you're just mashed potato.
that's my assault sound. You know, like when I go into a battle and stuff. You know, like charge. You know how everyone has like a charge sound, and Batman's like because he's silent. Mine is That's my drumstick. What's
You
yours?
sound like you're a potato wearing a pirate hat.
Hey, don't fucking judge me, all right?
I don't know what we've been talking about for the last
Let's
5
talk
minutes.
about games. Games!
This is basically my thought experiment just then about the
Of
video
what
game
happens when you start
called
the
Dreams.
podcast
All right?
late.
The Media Molecule game that I was
You
talking
didn't
about.
make this game, right?
No, but it's my thought experiment. If I just start making random shit up, that could happen in this video.
You know how many hours you're going to have to put into that?
I'm not
You
playing
can't
it.
even put in enough hours to play a game
No.
to make a fucking video and paint it with you. Okay, you know when you try and select the keyboard with your PlayStation 4 controller?
I can do that.
Oh, you're good at it.
The
eh?
whole like bang, 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 bang.
bullshit.
Pro
Fucking
gamer.
pro fucking doing it.
You got one again.
That is how I fucking type my shit in.
I didn't realise you got your pro typing tag.
Whoa, calm down.
Pro title.
I have to put my pro title hat on.
Don't wear that.
What happened in gaming this week?
I don't really know.
We're in like the gaming hangover after
Look,
E3.
it is the E3 hangover
like
right
there
now.
was the pre-party. Everyone was taking it easy.
Yeah.
And then
E3. So
E3.
it's basically E3 happened, and there was like this thing like on the table, and then all of a sudden it slid off, and now we've just left.
No, well,
what's left on
Minecraft
the
happened
table.
as well. Did you see the trailer for?
Oh, the Minecraft story.
Oh,
Ah, did you watch that, Doug?
Now,
Doug's
Reece,
like,
meant to
I didn't
talk-
watch it.
No, I actually did.
Oh, you did?
Didn't watch it on my phone for once. Normally, you're like, did you see that? And I'm like,
You waited until it was at the cinemas, didn't you?
No, normally I'll try to watch it, and I'm like, I didn't see it in that little quarter of an inch in the back of the screen. But I actually happened to watch it on my
Computer.
PC.
Yeah. What do you think?
Your personal computer.
The Telltale. Are you keen on this one?
I meant to talk to you about this, Reece.
Well, luckily we do a video game podcast, and that's what we should
that's
talk
why
about.
I'd like
gaming-related
I
things
saved
on it.
it.
I
And
think
was
you
like-
forgot about it, to be honest.
I totally did.
Yes, you did.
That looks significantly better than I anticipated.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
It looks like a game that should not be in Minecraft world,
Do you-
but it's just got Minecraft sprites.
Do you
for
know
it.
what I feel they have done? Like, in some way, it reminded me the way the Lego movie was good. Like, I don't know
Except
why.
I didn't enjoy the Lego movie.
Really? You jackass.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
What are you doing,
Okay.
dickhole?
Oh, I had to find because Notch did a tweet.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
He's
straight
like, what the
after.
fuck
What,
is
from
this?
his
No, no, no.
$80 billion mansion?
80 million. Okay.
Oh.
Not billion.
He's only worth $2 billion, my bad.
Right. All right. So I watched the trailer. I was like, that looks pretty freaking interesting. I'll be interested to play that and just see where they go. And I'm like, it's definitely going to be targeted at like the kids audience, which is the kids who's playing Minecraft.
I don't know if it
now,
is.
do you think people are going to die as much?
I don't know.
There's
I
going to
don't
be
think-
zombies. So.
I don't think it's going to be that targeted at that young of a crowd.
Yeah, but it means they are going to have to, refrain a little bit to their normal
I
stuff.
felt like the whole thing made the whole Minecraft world seem pretty dark.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I was excited,
Yeah,
though.
like, have you-
yeah,
did you
go
watch
on.
it?
What did
I
you
I did watch
say?
it. Yeah. It just
You know,
What
like
did
just the
Notch say?
music
Okay.
and the whole how it happens and the Steve's voice. Is it Steve? Is that who you are in the game?
No, I don't
No, it
think
was
so.
the main
no,
guy.
Steve's who you are in the game.
No, it was a
but
different
not
character.
in the Telltale one.
Oh, okay. Well, in the Telltale one, the main character, which it seemed like, his voice sounded really familiar.
Probably someone they've used before.
Sounded like the
Yeah.
guy from the Lego movie.
Yeah,
didn't
let's
it?
look
Clementine
it
will be in there somewhere.
up. Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
look it up.
So
while he's
Notch, no,
talking.
I got it right here. Notch tweeted. It was his tweet. It says, "I have opinions on recent events. I probably shouldn't share them. I'm so sorry." I'm like, what does that mean? Does he not like things?
I don't think he likes it at all then.
I reckon it's a fucking good idea.
Yeah,
I think it's cool.
I can stretch Minecraft as much as possible. Like, Minecraft is the new Mario.
Yeah.
For the generation of kids now that are YouTube people, and there are people who we come across now that come in and their idols who they like look up to are all these YouTubers. Us. All right? All right? They look up to us.
No, they don't look up to
No,
us.
not at all.
In general.
No, but have you guys seen the little packets of like Minecraft toys, but it's Tube Heroes?
No?
Okay, so there has been a company who has taken all of the people who play Minecraft on YouTube that are popular, made their actual Minecraft character a little
what?
toy, and you flip over the back and it has who it is and all this stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
What YouTuber it is and this and that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You'd feel pretty privileged
now-
if you had that.
On things and such of what we were just talking about. What's it called? Minecraft A Story?
Story mode.
Yeah.
Which is, I thought that was a really good title. Minecraft Story Mode. Because there was Adventure Mode, there was Creative Mode, Story Mode.
Good tie-in.
Oh, okay.
No, it is.
Reece has my opinion.
I agree. I didn't seem that excited, but I actually did think it was clever.
Yeah.
Did you say it's just coming out on everything?
Is it?
Yeah.
I'd
So
like
at the
to-
end, it's
But it's only
Super Nintendo.
Being Telltale, it's only going to work well on PC.
Yeah.
Nice.
I played on the console and it worked.
Doug plays it on the computer with a controller.
That doesn't matter. I'm talking about fucking Telltale games on console.
Why?
They're
How
always
Do you think it's
broken.
do you think it's the same engine? Looks really clean. I wonder if
probably,
that's
yeah.
all in game or not.
Well, they did the Borderlands game, and that's a very cartoony look. That cel shadedness. But Minecraft's a little bit different. But yeah, it does look.
Oh,
it's
the
So
same engine as Minecraft.
Oh, no. I mean,
No, I was going to say no way. It probably would, it wouldn't be able to have
Telltale.
it work.
So, Game of Thrones, still haven't played it.
You bought it, but
Yeah,
God, I'm happy you wasted your money on it if you're not going to play it then.
I'm going to play it, you dick.
Sure. Life is Strange.
It's going to
I
play
love
it.
that
Played
game.
it yet.
Yeah, it's a shut up.
Walking Dead?
Yeah, but I
haven't played it yet.
Yeah, haven't you?
No.
You finished it. Don't do that face. Okay, you probably
I
feel
was
more
telling
happier.
someone yesterday, I'm like, fuck, I hate Reese. I'm like, he told me
Just that. You're like, oh, who's Reese? You're like,
I'm
doesn't
like,
matter.
So Reese
No, this
told
was
me,
a random person
Yeah.
he met down that was feeding the pigeons.
Yeah.
And this is his lunch break. He
and I
goes
was
down,
like,
like, gonna feed the
see
pigeons.
this
So fucking
guy.
hate
I was
Reese.
like, see this guy on Facebook? Fucking hate him. Like, and then I like flick a like.
Hang on a minute,
I'm
Doug.
like-
doesn't that say you're his friend? Yeah, I know.
It's like confusing. Don't worry about Facebook. And then I was like, I don't have time to explain Facebook to you, homeless man. and then I like
The pigeon's
then
like, "Mer?"
I flick along a little bit. This guy, I like him. It's like he's winning slow as well. Yeah, Lucas, his brother. It's like he's fine.
But okay, get this.
No, I was like, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, Reese is a jerk. And
it changed.
He
It
told
wasn't
me,
so graphic.
I don't know if I feel like this story's like legit anymore.
I reckon I really did say this, and I was like, "Fuck Reese," and
He's got like a voodoo doll work with your fucking face
I was
on.
like, "You told me for 2 years
You're
to
fucking
play,
Larry from
to play
Parks and
Walking
Rec.
Dead." I'm like,
Yeah.
and I loved it. I was like,
Yeah,
you shouldn't tell me what to do. I'm like,
you are one of those people that if you tell you to do something, you won't fucking do it.
Yeah, Chris.
Unless
won't
I tell
do
him.
it.
Kristen
I can
knows.
tell. I was like, you should play The Witcher. And he's like, I will.
Yeah.
Whereas when you said it, he was like, fuck off.
No, you said you should play it. And it was like,
Oh, you have
play
to.
it. You need to play it. But Doug's just like,
Yeah,
I know I
no.
need to play it, but because you're telling me I need to, I don't want to because I fucking hate you.
No, and sometimes I'm weird about starting it after it's halfway through, and then I'm like, have I missed that initial rush that everyone's like G'd up together? I was like,
We're so far
Who
behind
have you
the
been
rush.
rushed with when you played The Walking Dead? Anyone?
No,
You
no,
didn't-
wait.
I don't think
No,
you would have talked to
I
anyone.
missed it.
We should point out who have we
missed
ever
it.
been rushed on this podcast. I don't think so at all.
No. So
No.
I mean, like just the general excitement around the internet when everyone's like playing.
So you
a
just want
new
to be
thing.
part of the interwebs and the excitement.
No, because then if you don't, you don't have to
I
worry
can
about
understand what you're
reading
saying,
a
because-
thing or like.
Yeah, and also like by the time you get to play this game, there'll be an excitement for the next game, and that's when you've got time to play again.
When have you gone on Facebook or something and seen a link that says, click here for spoilers for The Walking Dead Season 2?
No, I just
Video
you
game by Telltale.
But you read gaming articles, well, I do.
Yeah, but they always say spoilers. And then you skip them.
But yeah, exactly. So I skip like.
He
same-
skipped- he skipped
so
most
the
of the
game.
internet.
You skip the game.
So
It's like, it won't get spoiled for me if I just
think
don't play
how
the
long I've
fucking
had
game.
been skipping around for Mass Effect 3. Like, and I don't even know
and you
how...
still don't know.
And,
Fuck it, Reese.
No,
Pull it up.
don't. And I don't know how...
So I
how
go,
you
I'm
can
going to
al-
do it again.
If you don't play
I
The
don't
Walking
know how
Dead,
you
if you
get to
don't play,
allocate which ending you get.
Because
You know,
you
how do
want
allocate that?
the good ending,
But how do you know?
but you want to know how to get there without knowing
you
what
should.
the ending is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just do the ending and then go, fuck, I got a shit ending, and then watch the good one that you wanted.
Actually,
that's
yeah,
how everyone fucking does it.
Well, it's only an issue because they went and did this. I think I would have been the only person just happy with whatever happened. I
alright.
trust BioWare.
Do you
I
think...
was with you there. Everyone was like, it's a shit ending, and I'm like,
Just call it.
I'm like,
Don't pander.
this would be a reason that they did this. Like,
Okay.
Everyone's
How
real
many
cross
people...
at
How
Bio-
many,
but then
how-
both of us haven't finished it yet. So.
Everyone's cross at BioWare as well because they're like they're like announced Mass Effect 4 or
Andromeda.
whatever they call
Is
it.
it Andromeda? Yeah.
Yep. And a year ago, and then they've shown no gameplay, just like a teaser a year later. And that's where we're up to. So that's
How
like,
many people...
That's a long time.
How
with
many
nothing.
people do you think would play The Witcher 3 34 times to get 34 different endings? I don't
This
think
doesn't
anyone...
seem like a relevant thing that you're talking about.
Well, it's the endings. You watch, you accept an
That-
ending,
that
and then you watch
conversation's
all the
gone.
endings on YouTube.
Except I've sunk like less hours than other people, so saying this number seems not relevant. But it'll be like 60 or 80 hours or whatever through 2 story arcs.
no, it's
to
probably
get to-
about 130 since you have to replay them so many
Yeah,
times.
actually, I've played both. But yeah, either way, I've like played through both story arcs twice of 1 and 2, and then it feels like, yeah, I just want to play it through. But
Would you
yeah,
replay
Walking
them
Dead,
again? Are you going to replay them again?
I don't know. I
What
contemplate
if,
it.
what if a HD remake? Or actually, it's fucking. They shouldn't call them HD remakes. I don't think they do. Would a next gen update?
No, do you know what upsets me? And someone has actually modded Mass Effect 1 for PC. Like, there's no controls for... there's no controller controls for Mass Effect 1 and 2.
Oh, isn't it?
No. Yeah, but then that said, the original ones I actually thought were more mouse heavy than the later ones. Because I think Mass Effect 1 was originally PC.
No, it was Xbox 360.
But not... Was it straight...
Exclusive.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
And it ran real shit on PS3.
No, they didn't run it on PS3. It didn't come out on PS3.
It was number 2 that
until,
ran badly.
No. Okay, so what happened was I had Mass Effect 1 on Xbox 360 and I didn't finish it. I couldn't. I got too frustrated by the car levels. They were just annoying and stupid.
Yeah.
Then Mass Effect 2 came out and I got that on the PlayStation 3 because it had a little comic strip type thing that you could select what happened in the first one and then move in. Then you play the second one. And it also, the copy that I got, because I think I played it a little bit after, had the DLC expansion, the Lair of the Shadow Broker. Which I was like, yeah, that's cool. So I got that one and played that there. What? There's no point in telling.
Which what was cool with that? With what you just said.
This is what I did.
Fucking like an outcome to that, but like you just ended it on such a fucking negative thing.
So
there's no point to this story.
I'll expand on what I said. The Lair of the Shadow Broker bit. They actually, whether this was good or bad, but they actually, it was referenced heavily. I don't know if it was main story arc, but there was definitely reference bit to it before. It wasn't just like 100% tacked on. But then,
no, it was hugely referenced in Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
And it was an optional thing that you could go up and do. And like,
but then maybe that's a dickhead thing that should have just been part of it.
Yeah.
I was talking about to someone at work today.
Way.
Yeah. About Red Dead. The Undead.
Red Dead?
Best DLC
That
ever.
was the only DLC that I recall just being, I need this. And plus they initially were like, we're not releasing this on disc.
For me, there was that, and there was also the Deus Ex Human Revolution expansion.
But that was some of the best DLC, Rockstar.
Yeah. Rockstar.
And that was back when it was called DLC. Now, have they changed it now?
No, that was back when it was expansion.
Expansion, sorry, yeah.
Because that was extra.
Reece, I'm definitely going to play Game of Thrones just to move forward.
Can you do it this week?
Nah, I don't know. But it's how many hours am I going to have?
How many hours?
Yeah.
Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
An episode goes to the same period as the episode for...
Yeah, but how many episodes is there?
There's going to be 5 this season. So it's up to...
Where are you up to? How many seasons are there?
There's only 1 so far.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm fine.
So you nearly... Yeah. You would have been fine a while ago. There's only... I think there's an episode or... Oh, no, 1 or 2 more episodes left for this season.
See...
I think only 3's coming.
Life is Strange.
Yeah, maybe there's 2.
Episode 3.
Is it?
I'm waiting for
There's
new
another
episode.
2 more.
Is there more, another one out? Yeah. But
look at him, he's antsy. He's like, I
can't wait to be that 16-year-old girl again that I've always wanted to be.
Remember a couple months ago, I was like,
Brings back
bang, I was
memories.
playing heaps of games, and I was like in the game zone,
Yeah.
and I'd been out a bit, and then I was like,
And then since we started doing video, I got a bit self-conscious to stop playing games and started working out quite a lot. So.
Yeah.
so I was like, looking good. But I didn't know if I wanted to play. I was like, am I going to be into it? I don't know. Maybe I was just... And then I played. I was like, this is good again.
This is Life is Strange.
Yeah, I'm real excited about that.
Because it's a time travel one, and I love time travel stories, and I don't know why I haven't played this yet.
Yeah,
But,
and the biggest, like, they've sort of had, I don't know, biggest revelation, but it's like core sort of story arc that's evolving now in the latest episode. But yeah, I definitely will play those. But then I feel like I should play the Borderlands one as well.
Are you... How up to date with Game of Thrones are you?
Yeah, I'm behind. That's the other thing.
How up to date are you?
Like a full season behind.
You'll be right then. You'll be fine. You'll be fine with the game.
Old mate's lost his wang. That's where I'm up to.
Yeah, you're fine with the game.
Yeah, you're fine.
So you've seen the Red Wedding and the...
Yep. That was probably about the last I've seen too.
And you've seen the Purple Wedding?
Yeah, you've seen the Purple Wedding.
I don't know what that
Yeah,
means.
Joffrey.
Yep.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine. It's pretty much... epic. Oh,
Don't ruin it. Anyway, our Twitter has been going off recently.
That's a load of shit.
No, off
Rob
I
has
have
been
1, 2, 3,
harassing us.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions for us on Twitter.
Have we forgotten to read the tweets?
They all came through in the last 2
today.
hours.
Yeah.
From who?
Rob.
Oh. Thanks, Rob.
So we may as well point out
Address
Batman came
one.
out and it's really good. Reese and I both play it and we like it.
Playing the shit out of it.
Onto Twitter.
Yep,
Because,
definitely.
what else is there to talk about Batman other than
Nothing,
it's pretty
Batman,
fucking
just
good.
Batman,
So
yeah.
Doug needs to play it, and we did play it. No, we did
Actually,
play it.
I have
played
one quick thing. Sorry, and then we'll go on. Just sorry.
No,
Bring
we
it
are
back
going to
me.
actually talk
Bring
about
it back to me.
Batman.
Yeah.
Have you talked? Yeah, we are going to talk about Batman.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
we played
I'll-
it. We did a Let's Play it.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll listen. How much have you
I
guys
haven't
played?
done.
I'm
much
nearly
more.
finished it.
Oh, okay, all right. Quick on my last bit that I was trying to get to. I
yeah.
distracted myself. Life is Strange. I realised that a thing that I had done, there becomes an unskippable, unrewindable section of the game. Whether you've known about this, so normally every decision you make, same as Walking
can
Dead,
go back.
you go through, but instead you can go back. It gets to a section for story reasons you can't, and then I did. Apparently there's like 4 questions that you get asked, and I'd done all the precursor stuff and then got the answers right just by paying attention in game, which doesn't often happen. Because I was listening to someone talk about it on another podcast. They're like, "Why would
So
I know?"
you had premeditated.
No, I was like, what? No, I just had played it. Like I'd played it straight away and hadn't read or knew
But someone
anything
else
about
was
it.
like, "Why would
and
you
they
know
were
that?"
like, "How would you know that?" And I was like, "I don't know, it's just playing the game." And I listened and knew these things.
Wait, hang on. Well, this was on another podcast. Doug, were you on another podcast?
Yeah. No, listening to another podcast.
You sounded like
Is this the Major Nelson podcast?
The conversation-
Is that the only other one you listen to?
the conversation sounded like you were talking to them.
No,
like,
no,
how
just-
would you know that? And you're like, I don't know. I just
No,
did.
no,
You know,
We've just got a caller in from Douglas Pride.
They were
the
posing
shredded hair.
they would
Please call me that. Call me that.
they were posing the question like, how would any person have realised this? I'm like, and I just thought to myself as I was listening. Sorry, I did make it sound that way.
This is while he's sitting there going, I fucking hate this guy. And then you put your headphones and you're like, and they're just fucking just feeding the pigeons, shuffling along the chair.
But I was like, yeah, that was interesting. I was like, they sort of do where it's like there's 4 questions that just happen sequentially. It keeps going forward, can't rewind anything, and you get any wrong, and then a fairly major thing happens. That it'll be interesting. It's so major. I wonder how they're then going to write that. It seems like a really significant thing going into the next game.
I feel like I'll probably go home and play an episode tonight. I think.
Because what are you up to?
I just finished episode 1.
I feel like I'm going to go play that.
Hey, I'm not fucking 3
No,
or 4 episodes behind
you
like
had
you are
done-
with Game of Thrones.
I thought you had done 2 for some reason.
I don't think I've done episode 2. Witcher.
Which
played
is
that in a
funny,
while.
now knowing that 3 seems like a more major episode, 2 kind of seems like almost the filler informational, because when you think of like normal story progression in a TV series, like we've got number 1 that
I
established.
always give TV shows 3 episodes before I enjoy
because
it.
you've got the establishing one that's
a little bit of drama and action and whatnot.
How many episodes would you tell people to give Curb Your Enthusiasm?
A season.
Season, yeah.
Maybe just start at season 2.
Yeah.
Unless you want to be very angry.
Have you been watching stuff on Netflix still?
Heaps.
Have you watched the one where the girl's in the Netflix original where the girl was a bunker person, like an apocalypse bunker person?
Oh, MIDI. No.
It's got the girl out.
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
And you-
That was really
I
funny.
was like, Kristen and I watched 3 episodes. That was like a crackish straight away.
Unbreakable.
Yeah,
They're
it's-
live, damn it. It's a miracle.
And so
Unbreakable.
now that I finished my kind of pointless story, but I was just like, it was
And
a
we
fun
got-
one.
We've got a couple of pointless stories now, don't we?
Yeah.
So when do I get one?
I don't. All right, Batman.
Batman.
Let's focus on
How
actual.
much have you played it, Lucas?
I've blown up the chemical factory.
So you've started the game.
Yeah.
Now,
Great.
Reece, I'm going to just...
So that's why I was like, maybe we should talk about it a little bit later.
Well, I won't spoil anything, but we can talk about the actual... Hang on, so that's as far as you've gone.
yeah.
Oh, so you've seen... Just after you...
Arkham Knight.
No, but after you blew up the chemical place, have you seen Scarecrow properly for the first time?
No. photo.
Oh my god! You serious?
Oh no! In the chemical, he was in the chemical factory.
Yeah, and you saw it,
and then the Joker was there.
Alright, there's a spoiler for a lot
It
of
wasn't
people.
really a spoiler,
Massive spoiler.
is it?
That was never advertised throughout the game.
wasn't it? Oh, someone
No.
must have told me then.
No.
I thought it was.
It was probably Kieran.
Yeah,
Dog.
probably did.
I was going to ask some questions first. The pre-setup. What previous Batman games have you played?
All of them.
Do you like all of them? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I like.
Finished
Okay,
them-
so Arkham.
Finished all of them.
Arkham Asylum was my favourite.
Yep.
Until Arkham City came out.
So
What do you mean? Arkham
no,
City?
Arkham Asylum had way better stories and way better characters in it than Arkham City.
Arkham
yeah.
Asylum was the claustrophobic hall runner. All right. Arkham City was the expansive open world. Arkham Origins was the boring backstory.
Right.
Okay, no, okay.
I think I played
Shut
the middle
up.
one.
That was pointless. Arkham Asylum had a better story to it because you were confined to so much more.
The story was you were Batman.
You had
and you had
better,
to take down.
you had
Batman
better
people.
enemies, and the bosses that you versed had better boss battles. All right. Arkham City had big boss battles, which was literally like, "Hey, I'm Ra's al Ghul. I'm a big boss throwing big things at you." It was okay. It was open world. That was cool. That was what they wanted to show off. But the story didn't develop as good as what
I
Arkham
can't think of
Asylum
any
did.
other game in recent time that is set up in the same way. That's
do you
sort
mean?
of open, but then you end up
Shadow
sort
of
of
Mordor.
Oh, okay. It does the same,
It's
same
pretty
sort
similar.
of set
Yeah.
piece. So.
And Arkham Origins was made by another company, which is still pretty good. The first boss you fought was a real cool boss battle, which was Deathstroke. And then every other boss battle just got boring as batshit. Get it?
That was pointless.
Oh.
That joke.
But Arkham Knight
Arkham Knight is the best.
is a very, very dark game. Like, compared to all the other Arkham Asylum or Arkham games, they've been pretty good, but this is just way more darker and it dives more into the dark side of the Joker because in the game, there's that they never... So, spoiler alert, everybody, if you got the Joker bit, if you don't want any of this spoiled, just skip ahead a fair bit. But your Joker's blood got transferred to multiple people. So something happened.
Why do you have to explain story elements?
Oh no! But, this is talking about this is a little bit. So this is at the start of the game, which you find out. Batman has had a blood transfusion, and Joker's blood got into
Oh, I
him.
didn't know that. Don't fucking ruin it for me.
You just saw the Joker.
I saw the giant and I thought that was just hallucinations. Because
Yeah,
you
well-
got sprayed by fucking hallucinogens.
Yeah, we find out very shortly. Anyway.
Oh, ruined.
Doesn't matter. So yeah,
Ruined.
a little bit of blood, and then the Joker's can take over. He's starting to take over you.
Is that
and the
why?
people.
Is that why
Yeah.
Gordon was like, "There's an empty cell," and he's like, "I'll tell you about that later."
Yeah, yeah. Did you get the shit scared out of you when Batman fucking rocked up?
Yeah, he just
Holy shit! Yeah, he's a goody. Like, it goes to first person. And you're Gordon for a little bit. And you
Yeah.
walk around. You get into this area. Open up a door, and you're looking at stuff. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, there's people locked away. Oh shit! And then you turn around and fucking boom, Batman's there. Gordon,
Hey, Gordon.
we need to talk. But he doesn't talk like that. He's Gordon. We need to talk. I actually got spoken.
Kevin Conroy's.
Yeah, someone said to me that it's the most boring Batman they've ever heard, and I'm
It's
like,
the
he's
best Batman.
He's the most
It
iconic
is
Batman.
Batman.
Yeah, that's it. He is the Batman's voice, and they were just like, yeah, why can't they talk like this? Like, they were just like, what about the college humor guy? What are you doing? Imagine that. Imagine if someone dubbed over the whole thing. And like the longer that you play, he just gets
You know
more
what?
unaudible.
You know how we did Uncanny Valley and you did the voiceover?
Yeah.
That we should do a bit more Batman and you do
We
the
could do
voiceover for
that. That'd
Batman.
work. I'd do that.
And you can do Professor Gordon.
That'd be pretty fun.
It's not Professor Gordon.
No,
It's Commissioner Gordon. But you're Professor Gordon. Batman!
But it is it's well more designed. You have pretty much all your abilities that you have when you first, like when Arkham City finishes. So,
Yeah, so the
like,
first two games, City and Asylum, you start off with Batman with fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And then you slowly get your tools. Whereas this one, it's like, you're Batman, you've already got it all.
yeah, fucking
The
go
one thing
wild.
that I seem to be hearing a lot of is, and I think even you guys had made a comment that you miss either them giving you instructions or they just don't. in this one.
No, they give you VR things to go and learn, and if you do them, you get XP. So I've been doing all of them.
I fucking hate VR. I hate VR, and I hate finding those Joker fucking question shit. I'm not going to do them. I'm not. That's it. Sorry, Riddler things.
Love the
not going to
Riddler
do them.
questions.
I do Riddler missions. That's it. I'm not doing the other shit.
What I'm confused about with the game from the hour odd that we all played together last week and then didn't record it correctly, is that the very start scene, just the fidelity and the little cafe thing was crazy. The level of detail was just that's like.
This is probably not the most detailed game I've seen. The most fully.
Yeah, but
Yeah, a lot of little bits have good detail in it.
Yeah. I guess it's an early.
There's a lot of
element.
detail
So
in this
often, games seem to do heaps of detail right at the start of it, tapers off towards the end. But given that then pulls back and is such a big city, I mean, it's crazy then that the level of detail.
Yeah.
When you could zoom in and all the stuff
and
we
how
were
high the
staring
city is and whatnot. And...
Yeah, but then the one thing, the previous games and even just a little bit that we played, I don't know, the city ends up feeling, I don't know, boring and empty. I don't know how it feels for you in the
it still does. There's a lot of, they put a lot of effort into it, and it feels like you miss a lot because you're just flying over it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Whereas
or driving through it, wrecking everything.
Yeah,
GTA feels always it feels more like a city when you're getting around. I guess because you're
they have
to the
very distinctive sections. But Batman, you play. It's nighttime. It's always nighttime with Batman, and big scenic areas and stuff aren't really in it. It's just claustrophobic.
You think that the one way that criminals could get away with shit would just be do stuff in the daytime?
Yeah, but they always have to come out at night.
Yeah, man. That's how they could get away with it. Or do it in daytime.
Oh, guys, it's getting to 6 a.m. and Margaret's going to open up the coffee shop. We better get home.
Yeah.
See you later. All right. Oh, hey, someone put out the fucking bin.
But yeah, when you're talking about them giving you hints and stuff, in this game, they actually do it a really good way because the Joker's obviously in your mind. Start playing with you. He always says stuff, so he's like, "Hey, Bats, what are you doing?" And he because he knows who you are. He's like, "Bruce Wayne, I didn't even know that."
What's his
Mark
name?
Hamill.
Mark Hamill is back.
The thing that I love about it, I said to Kieran, who does Halftone Effect podcast, one of our friendly podcasts. Friendly podcast? I don't know.
There's going to be a link right here.
Yeah, no, there's not.
That's like your friendly neighborhood website.
Yeah.
That's
your
friendly podcast.
He is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He's the Spider-Man.
He's okay. Yeah, so... And I said to him, if I see the Joker in another fucking one, because the Joker's your enemy in Origins as well. Joker's your enemy in everything. And he died. And I was like, okay, he died. But if he comes back somehow, I'm going to be so pissed off. But the fact that he came back as a subconscious that's an evil subconscious that can't control anything in a way, I loved it. I loved it because it's just, he could be as psychotic as he wants to be.
That is not what he told me.
What?
He told me, he was playing Batman, and then you got it, and you were playing it, and then you messaged him, fucking Joker.
I don't think I did.
That might have been your initial reaction.
He's just wait for it, and I was like, what the fuck? I probably said, what the fuck, or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. And he
but
was he hated it.
No, because I said, it's the fucking Joker. But I didn't hate it. I loved it. I was like,
he read it as, it's the fucking Joker.
Yeah, no. Because he's like, you wait till you see what comes up next, man. I was like, all right.
If it's the Joker,
I'm
going to be cranky. I'm going to be a pickle in a pickle.
Lucas Reese went on a rampage and killed people. No, it didn't really happen.
I just want, as I'm sitting here thinking, I'm listening to this game, and it's Batman would probably be the best video game version of any comic. Pretty fair to say.
Yeah.
And they've built a really strong series.
Yeah.
And they've just done it well. But
I think also because you're a human and it's a detective game, that there's a lot of elements to it that. Whereas when you're a comic book character, most comic book characters are superpowers.
And then they're hard to translate to...
Yeah. And everything has
OP.
A very restriction to it. It's not like you're Iron Man and you can fly, you're Batman and you glide. You need a grappling hook to get around. You have technology to help you. But compare it to... let's try and compare to any of... other superheroes and what kind of game there would be.
Well, what
Spider-Man.
I was going
There's
to
a Spider-Man game, but it's always...
Well, you're Spider-Man.
I think the way that they design Spider-Man when they do it is very childish. Spider-Man could be a very, very good game. Spider-Man could be made exactly like Batman Arkham Knight if they put a bit more of a darker approach to it. and it could work
But
the
they
exact
don't
same
seem
way.
to as much with Spider-Man. It
No.
seems to just be in a
always-
slightly different universe than what
Yeah.
what it is.
Well, I always thought the Marvel universe was very fantastical and kiddie more
Yep.
than the DC universe.
Yeah, for
and then
sure.
if you think of like a Superman game, that would be like you've got flying and superpower
You're a
punching
god.
and this and that. You know, you're so overpowered to anything else that.
Well,
And that's
what-
why all you did in the 64 one was lift up buildings,
so
fly
the,
through hoops.
the two things I was going to say
He's like, I don't even need to save the world. I can just do whatever the fuck I
is if they did a
want.
superhero game, but generic superhero,
Yeah.
like as in just their own original IP.
Are you talking about like a Need for Speed Underground, but a superhero version?
No,
of
but
that?
when you were saying a date, I'm like, I'd love to see something based in a more open world, like or even just GTA.
So you just want a GTA mod.
GTA 5 superhero.
superhero, but wouldn't that be a cool expansion? Grand Theft.
Oh, that's
Auto
what I was
superhero.
just thinking in my head. I'm like, be cool with all the rules and restrictions that are in GTA now. I don't think they would ever do it, but I feel it'd be awesome. Like, as in that you could be a super villain. Or you could be, that'd be cool. Superhero and a super villain. Episode 1 of each, and then you square off.
What were the questions Rob actually
All
asked?
right, let's do our new segment, which is
Rob's
Twitter's time.
questions.
Oh, Rob's.
I'm just thinking now, like throwing cars at helicopters and boats and the amount of chaos you could have in GTA.
Well, you've seen some of the mods where people have had like cars come out of guns and shit.
That's what
It's fucking
that's
cool.
what's like just how good all the physics and everything do work. It's just picking up a deer and
Too bad
throwing that.
Rockstar are stopping people making mods and whatnot.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Stopping people making mods for multiplayer, not for single player.
Oh.
That's what they were kicking up a stink about. People were making mods to fuck up online, whereas they said we're never going to touch a single player mod. You can do whatever the fuck you want in single player.
Well, that's cool.
That was ages ago.
Yeah, I'm pretty behind.
So beyond. All right, okay.
Share the hand.
First question of 10.
10.
I think so, yeah.
Jesus, Rob.
We're not doing all 10 in one go. We
No,
can
no,
string
so
these-
quick.
String them out
No,
over
we've got
10
plenty
episodes.
of time.
Yeah, let's just do it quick
already,
anyway.
it was already 10 minutes in, so we're only 30 minutes in.
That's all right.
I think. All right, question 1. Which console
7.
was the best of its generation in each generation? And Doug's out of this one.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
useless
so
in this.
between you and I, okay, let's go back to the very first generation, the NES versus the Master System.
Stroking my leg.
Is it NES versus Master System?
I reckon I don't know. The only game that I remember playing on the NES was Duck Hunt. That's the first game I ever played.
NES
so
it is.
NES it is.
All right, next generation
Moving
was
on.
Super Nintendo,
Or Sega.
Mega Drive, or I think that's basically it, isn't it?
Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo it is.
Speaking of Super Nintendo, did you
Oh,
see?
yeah, you have.
Yeah, so I made a
Reese has some gaming
yeah,
news.
Super Nintendo version of Pokemon Red.
Yeah.
So I modified a Super Game Boy cartridge.
You should put a picture on the Facebook.
I probably should, eh?
Yeah.
I probably will
You
do
put it on
that.
your personal
Modified
one.
a...
You had the cartridge of Pokemon Red,
Yep, the
and you
Game Boy
had
cartridge.
the Super Nintendo adapter for
Yep.
Game Boy, original Game Boy games that you put the Game Boy
Yep.
into, put it in your Super Nintendo, you could play it on the TV.
So I completely destroyed that.
Took them both apart.
Yep.
All right, and then
And then I soldered each single chip port from the Game Boy. Mm-hmm. So every line, there's 32 different lines, soldered each individual one of them to each individual hole. There's 32 of them as well in
Yeah.
the Super Game Boy. And then folded it over, tucked it in, modified the case internally for the Super Nintendo. I don't know what it was. I think it was a cricket game. Got rid of that. And then that's it. And then,
you
and then
printed up
printed
your
up
own
my
sticker?
Pokemon Red label, made it up myself.
and it looked Super Nintendo.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. And it works.
and it works. That's awesome. So
Too bad my
was
TV
it-
has input lag. So,
Really?
Yeah. My new TV, which sucks. So
For analog stuff, obviously.
4K input.
I don't know if I need it because I
Oh,
got it
just
through.
turn off. It'll be upscaling it.
You reckon?
That'll probably, I don't know.
That'll probably make it look
It'll be
shit or something.
it'll be
Who knows?
running it through some digital processor
Yeah.
and trying to.
I'll
And
work
most
it out.
likely, it would up.
It's trying to like
up.
upscale this
Yep.
16-bit thing to 4K.
It really would be doing that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so that was pretty good. I've put up a photo on the Facebooks because I saw a guy do it too, an American version
what have you seen?
on Reddit with Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, and I was like, "Oh, do it." So I actually messaged him and was like, "Hey, dude, you inspired me to do this. It's awesome." He's like, "Oh, that's good as. Like, I've never seen a working power version before. Should put it on Reddit."
So there was no specifics that was going to work. Reese just does it. It's like,
Yeah.
He's like,
Well, this is the thing.
he did it.
Funnily enough, the whole thing cost me about $5 because I had to pay for the stickers to get made, which is just at Officeworks, and I paid.
Really?
I paid for a friend gave me Pokemon Red because he said the battery was dead and he couldn't save, so he just gave me that. I bought a new battery, solddered it on. Ta-da! That is done and dusted.
His friend's listening to this, going, "Gosh darn it! I should have known I could have bought a battery."
What fucking person would be friends with that?
That's your fucking friend.
That's not my fucking friend.
You
yeah,
fucking
you're
said
the
it.
one friends with him.
You said
I'm
my
gonna
friend.
I'm going to tell him you said that, and he's going to come bash you. My
Gosh
mate,
darn
more
it,
mate.
Lucas, I'm so cross.
You had to humiliate me on the podcast.
Fuck, he's becoming.
Your friend.
All right, okay. Next console generation was Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1, Sega Saturn.
I think I had a bit more.
Really, Sega Saturn
I would have.
fits in
I had more fun and played. Oh shit! I don't know. It's out of PlayStation 1 or 64. 64 had,
Sega Saturn's gone.
64 had. It was just rare games. Those ones, and it had Conker's Bad Fur Day, which is probably my favorite.
It's a rare
game. At
game.
that time. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Where PS1 we modified it and could burn as many games
right,
as we
we
wanted.
played a lot of.
We had
games.
folders and folders of burnt games that we would hire and
Need for Speed,
and illegally
Shane
copy.
Warne Cricket 97.
Yeah. You see,
Tiny
I don't. When I think back to those times, I don't remember a lot of PlayStation 1 games apart from the Suikoden series
Yep.
and the Final Fantasy series.
Yeah.
All right, but I think back to the
Tombi.
64
I played Tombi.
and there. Tomba,
It was Tombi American. Tomba.
Tombi.
Did-
They were the same
pig-
game.
the pig one?
Yeah, Tombi or Tomba.
Tom.
I think it was
Tombi
Tombi.
over here.
Yeah, and Tomba over there. Yeah.
Did
That was a
lots
good- I
of
played a lot
people
of that
chip
too.
their PS1s or what? And PS2?
I think so, yeah.
Like, that seemed to happen so
Because we got a
much.
lot of them traded in at Dad's old second-hand shop.
Oh, really? But even
Isn't
the
that how
fact,
we got one, or did you
I think
get it
so.
chipped?
No, I don't know. I can't remember.
and the fact that you had to chip them, like people would, I don't know if people.
But then, as
even if you-
the generations went on, the Wii was just an SD card friggin' update,
yeah,
and they cracked that, homebrewed that, and like it went from being, did you get that chip? To is that homebrewed? Like the things.
but
have
now
changed.
that's not a thing. Like,
No.
would people be willing to do it on current gen?
I
if
don't
you
know.
could?
It like the only way it would
If you
work.
didn't play online.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
the only way it would work for current gen would be is if you could save all your games to the hard drive.
And it would break.
Because there's no way you would copy a Blu-ray disc.
No. And it would break so often because if you had to have an updated software version to play a game, whereas the Wii, they never forced you as much to update the software.
There was
because
no
they
internet connectivity.
Because,
with
yeah,
it,
a lot of
wasn't it?
people
Yeah.
wouldn't have had internet.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like even if it was
All right.
possible.
So 64.
So I
I'd
say 64
Yeah.
for that era.
Except, so I was talking with Kieran. I get another thing about Kieran.
Kieran
And
from
talking
the
about
Half Turn Effect podcast.
Our friendly podcast.
Friendly neighborhood.
Our
neighborhood.
neighborino.
he actually said that is the best controller he's ever felt, and he loves
Oh,
it. And I said, "Are you fucking serious? You're about
The
the only
64.
you're about the only person in the world that says that." He's like, "Yeah, just like you could hold it with like the 3 different areas and stuff." And I was like, "Man,
I was only joking. He really was talking
yeah, he
about
really,
64.
yeah, he loves the
Because
64
you know when probably, it was
controller.
probably holding both of them and the last one was in his mouth and
Yeah,
going,
going,
oh, and
yeah.
using his tongue to fucking use the fucking... Have you
Probably.
seen how he holds control? We fucking pointed it
Yeah.
out on the video. He's... Oh, what the fuck? Who does that?
Fantastic.
He's probably got like some bone
This is him.
disease. Like, it's really mean,
Crying
guys.
after listening to this. Anyway,
I thought you were
all
gonna break that
64, fucking shit controller.
Yep.
Great for its time to like show you analog movement, 3D movement. Like
Until
phenomenal.
you got Mario Party, so
And they
Until-
needed to have that extra pack bit underneath.
the Rumble pack,
Yeah,
or
what
the
was that?
memory pack,
Yeah, the memory
or the
pack.
Game Boy game cartridge adapter.
That
Yeah,
was a
but that was
odd-
only for Pokemon Stadium to copy your Pokemon over from Red and Blue to Stadium.
that was an odd place to put an expansion pack bit.
Yeah, and you couldn't. I thought it was like so you can play Game Boy games.
You sure you can't?
No, you can't. No, just for Pokemon Stadium. Stupid.
Nintendo, do you think they've made the most, like, for especially older stuff, most, like, odd specific add-ons for things?
The Wii Vitality sensor.
Don't know what that is.
Okay, so it was a little thing that you put on your finger and it tracked your heart rate.
Really?
Yep, and they were going to use it for some Wii games.
Or even the fact that they
Yeah,
had
horror games or whatever, wasn't it?
the network adapter for Nintendo, like GameCube.
They still have that for the Wii.
Really?
Yeah, you can still buy it. Because the Wii doesn't have a Ethernet port.
So it's good. Yeah, but this is for network.
Actually, I don't think the Wii U has one either. I think no.
But on the GameCube though, because that was it had no Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah,
so this was so you could have up to 8-way local network play.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Oh, for Smash Bros.
And for the Mario Kart.
Yeah. All right. Next generation was
PS2.
the PS2, Xbox,
Which is really X-Bone.
Nintendo GameCube, and the Sega Dreamcast.
PS2. We had way more games on PS2.
We did. Xbox I never really played much.
Xbox, I was not.
But you
I was
love
not comfortable
Halo.
enough to want. Doug. I was not comfortable enough to need to break my thumbs to play an Xbox.
Xbox controller was way too big, and I never really got into it. The GameCube was probably the only Nintendo console I really skipped when it was out. Like, I only got into it after, like, it was out for ages.
That's because we had PS2, but
we had a PS2 for a long time.
yeah,
Since freaking day one, I think. But my memory from that era was the Dreamcast.
yeah.
Like, I played a shit ton of
House
Dreamcast.
of
House of the
the
Dead, Power Stone. Do you remember that game?
Yep, that was
Yeah,
awesome
you remember
game.
all those games that I had at Mum and
Yeah,
Dad's?
Power Stone was one that Dad sold.
Yeah, I know. Frustrating, because I really wanted to play that again.
Same.
It was a good game too.
Jerk.
And then it moves on to an era Doug knows: Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Nintendo Y.
Why? Well, you
not
know
funny.
my answer.
Is Nintendo. And ours would
What
be
is your answer?
PS3.
PS3, yeah. So what's yours?
Xbox 360.
So, alright, so...
For the generation of me playing it, it was the Xbox
Yeah,
360.
I played the Xbox 360 because I knew how to delete save files and whatnot.
And wreck your brother's stuff.
Oh. No, I picked 360 because obviously friends and all that had it, but more so the fact that things operated a bit nicer on the 360 and it was easy to access. But games on PS3, after I had the 360 for a while, I preferred. So,
the exclusives of that generation on PS3,
all I needed was a PS3.
by far outdone.
And it's the
the
stuff that
360.
you're now waiting for
Yeah.
on the next
This is the thing. The
generation.
only reason I love my PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation 3 games is because you gave me one for my birthday.
Or what?
A PlayStation 3.
Did I?
Yep, with Uncharted 1 and 2.
Can't even remember.
Because
that.
remember how you got a free one and you're like, here, have my old one for your birthday. I was like, oh,
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I gave you tons of stuff.
You gave me 2 games.
No, like over the years.
Yeah, it's good.
I've got nothing from him.
No. But love.
Not even love, I was going to say.
Too slow, Doug.
You
yeah.
spit hatred.
Okay,
Yeah.
so my memory of most of that time was Xbox 360.
Yeah.
PlayStation 3, like I had the entire time, but I hated the controller because it was the same controller from back in PS2
Which
and
is funny.
PS1
The
days.
same controller as
Originally,
PS1
I
days.
hated Xbox controller. Love it on my PC now.
Yeah.
And I like, although I interchange between them, it doesn't actually worry me. As
See,
much.
I think the PS4 controller now is the best controller out of all.
PS4 controller is the greatest.
Do you reckon it's
controller.
better than the Xbox One?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like the little bit of extra weight, I think. Don't know why. I
think-
You'd like Beats headphones then.
All right.
I
and
want the Elite controller.
finally, there is the PS4, Xbox One, and Wii U.
W-Y.
Wii.
Why are you?
And it's not over yet, so we can't make a decision. Anyway, moving on to the next question.
PS4.
PS4, yeah.
And then iOS.
Yeah, when they come out, Apple comes out with a console.
No, I'm just saying that's my gaming phone of choice.
Gaming phone.
Phone game.
Here's the question.
Oh, we're doing 2 questions.
Oh, we're doing all of
Shit.
them.
No, we are not.
That question was longest. We can power through the rest. Here we go.
Bullshit.
Should DLC, such as skins that aren't new levels or weapons pack, be free if they don't enhance the game?
Yeah, so do what Project CD Red
The
are
Witcher.
doing. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Any skins and all that is free,
Yep.
but if it's an
Doug?
expansion on the game, yeah.
Do you think skins should cost money?
Power through
I
it.
don't even care.
I think, no, you have an opinion on this. Crossy Road.
They're fine.
Exactly.
It works both ways on that. I'm actually okay with paid hats.
Yeah.
That's like my one thing I'm okay with.
You're okay with hats.
Paid hats.
Because I don't want them. I don't care. And if people want them, I'm fine with that.
You hate the stuff that
I actually
could enhances the game, but you have to pay for it.
Yeah,
That
even
isn't an
sometimes
expansion
levels,
pack.
like in the Shadow Broker thing.
That's the thing.
I
It
don't know if
doesn't-
it should have been in there.
It doesn't affect me, but if it's free, I'd have it. If it's not, I wouldn't.
And my answer? No. PSN doesn't allow you to change your screen name. Do you agree?
I hate it.
I fucking hate
Hate
it too.
it.
Reese, you hate it?
My name's fine.
No, it isn't. What's your name?
Reesmith.
Exactly. Fucking awesome name that I made up.
You know what's even better is the fact that you can go click and go ask for real name. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, no, real
Who
name's
cares
good.
about your name? It's just a login.
Yeah, true.
Shut up and
As long as it's not
I went Doug.
Doug the little bitch.
No. It's
Doug, I am a bitch.
no. It's the shredded ham or something. What was it? The shredded
Yeah, the shredded ham.
shredded ham.
Doug the shredded ham. That's what you should change it
That's
to.
what I want to change it to. I can't.
can't.
I have to make a new one.
All right. Next question. Everyone's personal preference. Would you rather?
So, no,
this is a
we
would you
don't.
rather.
We want to know, people's personal preference.
Do you like male, female?
It's not Tinder. Like,
Would you rather play multiplayer game or single player?
Yeah, single.
single? I don't know. Yeah,
I
it's
would
single.
much rather play with myself
We know this.
Come on, man.
than other people.
We know.
So, yeah, single player. All right. Mario
He's
is
trying to make it funny.
He's a wanker, basically.
Mario is the face of Nintendo.
Yeah.
But who do you see as the face of X-Box and PlayStation?
Halo.
Xbox is Master Chief.
Yep.
Yep. And PlayStation.
PlayStation.
They
PlayStation-
always use the God of War guy.
They do.
I feel like he Kronos.
Yeah, I,
so
don't.
does-
Yeah.
I would say PlayStation was Crash Bandicoot,
PlayStation was, yep.
and then it slowly became Spyro.
No,
Ish.
yeah, and then it
And
slowly
now it's
became Jack
a
and
real-
Daxter.
Yeah.
Jack, and then
Now it's a real person.
Then it
Ish.
became
No, it's Nathan Drake.
you reckon Dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be. In my head, I feel it is.
Yeah.
But that's very interesting in terms of the way that PlayStation has went.
Yeah, they
Like, or
haven't
Sony
done
have
a...
went. As in, like,
They don't need a mascot. They don't.
No,
I don't
but
think
as
they
in
want
the-
a mascot.
they are more serious game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And that's
Masters
what
out
even
there,
Naughty
yeah.
Dog said. They don't want to go back to make. What was the
Jack
game
and
they made?
Daxter.
Was it Jackson Daxter? Is that what they made?
Crash Bandicoot and Jack and Daxter.
Yeah, so they
made
said they don't want to ever go back to make a game like that because they feel like they've matured as a developer.
Yeah, yeah.
do you think they've got another IP in there?
Yeah.
Shit, yeah. Last of
Like-
Us 2.
No, cock, a fresh one.
Oh, they would have tons
Yeah, man, of course they
up
will.
in the air, but yeah.
And Naughty Dog.
That could be good.
Yeah,
Like,
will be
Yeah.
good.
just-
They'll make good
Anything
games.
that they make is good.
Yeah. Don't say that too loud because we don't want them to just fuck
Are
themselves.
they
over.
just like falling into the...
They're like, yeah, they listen to this podcast. They're like, the fucking Trusty Crowbar guys trust us. We can fucking
They are.
let's relax a little bit on The Last of Us 2. They know it'll be fucking good no matter
Doug wants
what
a
it
new
is.
IP, Lucas.
I've got a new
Sheep-
IP for you.
Sheep Simulator.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, next question.
From New Zealand.
WB are apparently working on a
Warner Brothers?
DC title now that Arkham has ended. Do you think other characters could translate well? We just said this earlier. No.
Yeah.
I don't know the whole universe
Oh,
well.
unless they bring out like Green Arrow ones or something like that. But
Anything that is a
Yeah, he'd be-
vigilante,
He would be nerfed enough.
vigilante
I'd
realistic
feel like
character.
if they brought out any other games that are just heroes in their world, I feel like it'd just be a cop out and a copy of Batman Arkham Knight. That being said, I would still
And-
play them if it was Daredevil. If it was Daredevil, would just be a black screen. So
They've
you
already made a
wouldn't-
Daredevil game. So.
How do you see what you're doing?
Huh?
Daredevil's blind. But he sees
Oh no,
everything.
not Daredevil. Sorry, I was meant Deadpool. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, and that was a horrible game.
Yeah.
Because is there, like, arch nemesis that the general public know enough?
Yeah,
That's probably
exactly.
a big
Everyone
problem.
knows Batman.
And I'd play I'd play Wolverine. They tried one Wolverine game.
Origins,
I don't know, what was the most recent one? Is that what it was?
X-Men Origins. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
they
a movie.
struggled.
No, yeah, the Wolverine game that I kept saying was exactly like all the other games that you just copied off every other game.
Yeah.
Good game. It was alright.
All right, next question is, which TV or movie villain would make an awesome lead villain in a game?
Lead villain, that's the
Yeah, it's
general
just
one.
very-
Rob.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what he means by
Shayla
this. Just do it! Okay, pick what's a random movie?
Oh, there's some good ones out of Supernatural. I think it's just sometimes I like the evil guy, just out of a show. I'm trying to think of names of people.
Is he talking about like
I don't know.
acting?
I don't know.
Like,
It's
Rob,
not
you're
really,
an idiot.
it's not really a good question, is it? That
No.
was
Is there
the
any more?
last, yeah, one last question.
question.
Final question. It's the final question.
You're the worst.
You're the worst. Try and
Thanks for these
understand
questions,
it.
by the way, Rob.
Okay. His question starts off, worst type of video game, board game adaptions, movie tie-ins, driving games, sport games, etc., etc.
So just worst genre of game.
Yeah, worst genre of game.
Yeah, just any game that's transferred to iOS.
So
Walking
all the
Dead.
Telltale ones.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, back hang on. No.
Back it up. Back it up. Beep, beep, beep. Why would I do that?
Just slow them down.
All right.
What? Okay,
What?
I'm talking
What?
about.
Okay,
No,
let's-
no,
hang
no.
on.
I'm talking about no. Shut the fuck up. I'm talking about any of the games that's like could be a good game, but they make it those click shit games like Simpsons Tap Out or Roller Coaster Tycoon or Monopoly or any of those games. Like every game that goes
So you're talking about the time restricted
shit. You got to have money to keep playing.
pay to win.
You just that shit. I just want to play a fucking game, and that's it. So Telltale do it right, except it's probably broken because it's not on PC.
I think you're onto something
There
there.
we go. Bang. Congratulations.
So
Telltale.
you have just said the worst video game genre is the most popular video game genre and the most
Monetized.
monetarily profitable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a
So
lot
now no one's ever going to buy, the Trusty Crowbar.
Well, at least we know
Capture
Naughty
Win.
Dog won't.
Yeah.
No, whatever they do, they're fine.
No, they'll believe us because we're trusty.
Actually, they'll make our game.
Broccoli Simulator.
Broccoli.
Whoa! I was
Simulator?
thinking about that the other day.
And then the enemy is cauliflower.
No.
They hate carrots.
Cough on me.
I went this way.
Yeah, you coughed into your hand. Where do you think it goes? It spreads.
You're a pig.
I'll just fucking cough without
Cough
a
into
hand.
your armpit. Fucking gross.
I wouldn't want to stink his
Better.
His
There you go.
armpits are
Beans?
All right. Well, this is
the
deteriorated.
podcast.
Yep.
Of.
The century. You heard it here first.
yeah,
Often we call things early. And I've called that one.
oh, yeah, that's
Podcast
right.
of the century.
We are 100% right on all the things we've called on this podcast.
Yeah.
And Doug has just called this
99.98%, I'd say.
is
That way we can't get in trouble.
the podcast of the century.
Yeah.
Bang.
Century.
Would it be interesting if our podcast became the only audio thing that was left on Earth? Yes. Yes,
Yeah, it would be.
Poor.
I don't know. It wouldn't be because if it was the only thing left on Earth, no one would be allowed to listen to it.
No. All other forms of audio is wiped out.
And just
All right?
this.
By a
would
virus
start
which
doing-
we accidentally made making our iOS app.
Yeah. We would start doing sort of screen plays like in the 50s or whatever. The radio plays.
Yeah.
We'd start doing those. Oh, misters.
Hey, what's her name
Pop.
again? Pam's back.
oh, boys.
What are you doing, Pam?
Oh, you scared me.
Is that Batman? Batman team up with Pam?
I'm sorry I crept up behind you, Pam. You were just looking so lovely.
Bats.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Pam, there's something I've got to tell you.
They're so big and strong, bats.
Pam, sit down, please. I have something that I have to tell you. Pam, I've been thinking about someone
you
else.
talk like the kid of Breaking Bad.
I've been thinking about something else,
All
Pam.
right, we're out.
I've been thinking about the Joker.
I'm Douglas.
No, you're shredded ham.
I'm Shredded Ham. This is Ham. Signing off.
This is Cowboy Potato.
I am the... No, it's Cowboy Drumstick.
No, shredded ham, Cowboy Potato, and...
I like Cowboy Drumstick.
Cowboy Drumstick.
Fucking Cowboy
Cowboy Drumstick.
Shredded ham, Cowboy Potato.
Fuck off! I'm the fucking cowboy drumstick.
And you're
I'm
sweet
the
pickle.
sweet pickle.
We are
The trusty
The fruit salad.
Fruit salad.
Twitter, Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah,
Instagram.
and questions. Send us questions.
fucking Kotaku.com. I don't know. Are we just naming shit? No.
Sweet pickle out.
Things.
Shredded ham. Fuck off.
This is what happens when we do a late podcast. Everyone gets a little bit silly.
Oh yeah, right.